Hey, what's up guys? Today we are taking a look at the HC Diana. Got the instruction manual. It does come with some of these darts. I lost a few of them, but they're just standard like worker darts, 1 gram darts. And the Diana itself. So I got the clear and grey version. You can see there's a lot going on inside there. We got the mag release, which is right here, which is pretty nice. It just gravity drops, which is pretty sweet. We got some iron sights up here. The front iron sight actually lights up green once you put the battery in, which is pretty cool with an LED. We've got the selector switch here on this side. So this is for the hot shock. When you turn it on, there's no delay when you fire. It just spins the wheels at a low RPM. Then we got the other side here, which is another selector switch. All the way back is safe, middle is semi, and then forward is full auto. There's also a way to change it to have a 2 or 3 round burst. How you do that is when you start it up, you hold it in the middle for, I think it's for 2 shots, and in the front for 3, and I'll show you that later on in the video. The mag it comes with is pretty nice. It holds, for me, I've found if you squish your darts, you can just fit 12 in, but it will normally comfortably hold 11 darts. It will also take the Nightingale magazines, but you kind of have to mangle a bit of a hole in there so it matches it. I'm pretty sure there's a couple videos online how to do it, but I just lined it up with mine. So where the little groove is in mine, I pretty much just matched it up and did the same hole. Yeah, it's a little bit janky, but it's a lot cheaper than buying them because it's like 20 bucks for one of these. That will still fit in there fine. It's got a little bit of wobble, but that'll work fine. What I do find though is it can't quite keep up with the full auto rate of fire because the spring isn't quite strong enough. So normally I just do it on burst or semi for these mags. So this is a brushless flywheel motor. So it is very quiet. The plastic quality is phenomenal. It's all injection molded, very nice. Up here we have the battery door, which takes a 4S LiPo. You can unscrew it here. It came with a thumb screw and a normal Allen screw, but I lost the Allen screw, so I have the thumb one, but that's fine because it's kind of what I'd use anyway. XT30 connector. On plugging it in, it'll make a little startup sound. So that's plugged in with the battery, and now the weight of this is phenomenal. It's perfectly weighted. It's really, really nice. Those are the flywheels spinning, so that's the hot shock mode. And we got safe, semi, and auto. So let's put it to, on safe it doesn't spin. Let's put it on semi. So you can see it's instant like that, and you put it to full auto. This has 13 rounds per second. And the chrono numbers for this are with the standard lightweight darts like these ones. It's hitting about 145. I normally run heavies in it because they go further and they're a lot more accurate, and that's hitting about 135. Compared to something like, you know, the Worker Nightingale, it is a big improvement. But that being said, the price point is what's going to hurt people. This was about 100 bucks. That it's about 300 bucks. So you can basically get 3 Nightingales for the price of one of these. But because of that, you get a faster rate of fire, high FPS, and also the sound. The loudest part of this blaster is actually just the dart popping through the flywheel. If we come to something like the Nightingale, that's mainly what you're paying for, is the sound really. So you could really use this kind of like you would almost a Springer. The iron sight actually lights up. It's from an LED. If you want to do the 3 or 2 round bursts, I'm going to hold down the trigger. So as I put the battery back in, I'll keep holding the trigger, and then once the battery is connected for a few seconds, I'll let go, and it will make a bit of a different beep. And full auto is full auto. So you can do that with either 2 or 3 round bursts. If you want it on 2 round bursts, when you do it, you put it on semi-auto, the switch on semi. If you want it on 3 round bursts, you put it on full auto when you plug the battery in. It doesn't have any form of shock cueing. These metal plates that are the actual flywheel cage can get ridiculously hot. You could literally burn yourself by touching them. So you want to be careful if you're running this as a primary, really not to just spam off shots, because especially in semi-auto, if you just hammer off semi-auto shots for a long time, mag after mag, the motors will get too hot. I find what's normally better is take a few shots with the full auto option, leave it, take a few shots with the full auto, and it actually doesn't get quite as hot. It's actually better to do it that way. So it definitely is a secondary. You could use it as primary. You just have to be careful about the motors getting too hot. That being said, that's probably more of a me being worried if the blast is going to blow up. I have gone through about 6 mags in semi-auto / full auto, and the motors have gotten quite hot, but the blaster still performed completely fine. But anyway, let's get to a mag dump of this. So what are my overall thoughts on the Diana? For what it is, for the price point, I know the price point is very expensive, but For the price, it can't be beaten for what it offers. It's a compact, very comfortable, silent, full auto micro flywheel blaster. There's really nothing out there that exists like this at the moment. It's a pocket-sized beast. It is insanely powerful for the size that it is. That being said, you could get that or 3 Nightingales. It really depends on your price point. I would say for most people, get a Nightingale. It will perform very similarly. But if you have the money, buy a Diana. You'll be very impressed by it. One thing I did forget to mention, a holster. You can purchase a holster that goes along with it. It will just clip onto your belt like that. And it slots in. And it also comes along with a reed switch. So what this does is if you take off the top, which is fairly simple to do. There's lots of videos on it. Let me know if you guys want to see that. This switch here, it comes along with the holster, a new one. You swap this out and it works along with this magnet. So inside this holster, I don't know if you can see it, there we go. There's actually a magnet inside the holster and that lines up with that. So what that allows you to do is have hot shock mode on all the time. So when you have this on and the motors are spinning, you don't want to have that on constantly because it will drain your battery and it does make a tiny bit of noise. So what this holster does is when you slip it on, when it locks in, it will actually turn the flywheels off. So as soon as you draw it out without having to touch anything, the flywheels will instantly start spinning at a low RPM. So what that means is you can quick draw it and fire it like a Springer pistol where it'll instantly fire straight away, which is a really, really nice feature for it. Because without having that hot shock mode, I would honestly take a Nightingale over this because the delay is too long. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for my review of the HC Diana. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.